February was one of the worst months that I experienced. It snowed, it rained, I had to work a 9 to 5. But it's time to share the February favorites. There are a few items that kept me going, and I separated them in 2 categories. The first category is makeup and skincare. So that is this. So the first thing is this makeup bag that is personalized with my name on it. I got it off Shein. Don't come at me. I'm sorry, a girl is broke. Once I'm rich, I won't be shopping there. So it's really roomy. I already stained it. It's really roomy, but I love it. First is this SPF. First is this SPF. Okay, first is the SPF by Kosas. I have to do this thing because it's not working. Kosas sunscreen. I really like it. It like blends right in and it sits really well underneath makeup. Oh, Laneige lip balm. My lips have been cracked, and the only thing that can help me out, this has been the holy grail. I watched that girl on TikTok that's like, is today the day? She's right about this. It's never finished for me yet. And it's like decently coverage. Whatever. I don't know why I'm trying to act like a beauty guru. I don't know this like trash. This. You guys were right about this. Everyone on the internet was like, this is the thing to have. It is the thing to have. Just try it. It's the thing to have. I'm not wearing it today, but trust, I'm wearing it every day. Trust, I'm wearing it every day. The last thing is the Rare Beauty blush. When I tell you I had severe acne when this came out, but I wanted it so bad that I was like, it was like a gift. Like when I get better, when I'm no longer ill in the face, facially challenged, I said I was gonna get this for myself. So I finally purchased, and like it's really good. That's the makeup products. So the next category is music, media, films, and like cinematography, anything that I watched or came out or I enjoyed in February. Let's start off with movies. Don't come at me. My Fault London. I know those movies are supposed to be like not necessarily bad, but like a guilty pleasure, but like not really like something real. And that's exactly how I took it. Like such an juicy storyline, and like, okay, yeah, like let's not even start talking about this guy that's in it, whatever. But yeah, like the storyline's good. Honestly, like how could you hate? Like I know so many people are hating on it, but like how could you hate? Like it's really good. I watched it twice, like within 5 days, so don't come at me. Don't come at me. The next thing is, you guys are also gonna come at me for this, but Dead Poets Society. It was my first time watching it. I didn't know it was this good. Like I'm gonna watch it again and again till I die. I was enlightened. I was like, this is what life's about. Like, don't you just love watching a movie when you come out of it and you're like, wow, now I know why we're living our lives. Like, it's not about what you do with what you learned. Maybe I can add another one. Okay, no, those were the 2 movies anyway. So let's do shows. The show of the month was Cobra Kai. No, I was like a person who thought I was never gonna like Cobra Kai because I was like, okay, like it's like fighting and I don't really like action movies or shows, but it's more than that. It's more than that. Johnny and Daniel. Like I loved Johnny from the start, but Daniel grew on me. He was a little bit like extra, but then he grew on me, and now they're together and friends. But the last season, like I'm not gonna say any spoilers, but my heart, like you guys really wrapped that up, huh? I'm really interested in seeing more. One I like right now is Modern Family. I just started it, I would say this month or last month. Every viral sound is from that show. The family is just so fun. It's like different households, but like all an extended family. And I really like the characters. Bill is really funny, and I love Gloria and Jay. They're really funny too. So the other show is Jane the Virgin. I watched this show already, actually. Like, I didn't forget it. I know everything. But I'm like forgetting the nitty gritty, like the small little stuff. So I'm like, let me get into it again. And honestly, even if I remembered everything, I'd be willing to watch it again. It's like has all factors for a good show, like entertainment, the emotions are high, but also they depict emotions so well. It's like beautiful on the screen, like the glowing hearts. If you're Team Michael, you can leave. Now let's go on to music. Oh, my current favorite song is Real Man by Biba Doobie. I love like a vintage sound. It kind of sounds like Betty Boop would be singing it, and I love that. Like you would hear at like a jazz club or something. It's literally every single, it's, that's literally that's every single point. That hits all the marks, yeah. Vintage Betty Boop vibe, like, yeah. Tate McRae and Tyla, these two people sit on the same table for me. These girls are bringing pop stars back. There's pop singers in my eyes, but then there's pop stars. Branded themselves to be a pop star. Like, pop singers in my eyes are like Sabrina Carpenter, Gracie Abrams, Olivia Rodrigo, still great singers. I still love them. Pop stars, Tyla, Tate McRae. So I've been listening to like Sports Car, Truth or Dare, Art, the dancing and singing capability. Once it's together, unstoppable. So while we're still in the media section, I have to include my two favorite YouTubers. Yes, so one is Jesly Cruz. She is, I love reaction videos. Like both of the girls right now are gonna be reaction YouTubers, but Jesly Cruz, she watched Anne. I was like, oh, let me like see if she's understanding the vibes. And she understood it exactly. I watched her watch Heartbreak High. Right now she's watching Cobra Kai. And I just love her like energy. The next one is called, I think it's called Netflix Party. She reacts to like a lot of like funny flop movies. Like it's like me and my cousins all like watch flop movies together because they're so fun to watch in a group and like make fun of and like squeal because it's so hard to watch. And she watches like My Fault. I watched the other Zoe, the Walter Boys. So her reaction's really funny because sometimes she'll just cut it and she's like, it's free will. Like I have free will. I'm just gonna stop watching it. And I'm like, yo, that's literally so funny. So like, I don't know. I'm like dying watching her videos. I keep saying like, that category is done. Moving on to the random items is my fuzzy robe. This is the robe. Okay, if you know me, I'm a robe girl. I love a robe. Like, I love a robe. It's pink and it's like the waffle kind and it's fuzzy like in the inside. Once you're frozen and you're really sick, like what are you gonna put on? A fuzzy robe. You wake up early in the morning and it's frozen outside. What are you gonna put on? A fuzzy robe. You got out of the shower and it's really freezing cold and you just dried off, but like you need something on top. A fuzzy robe. It's always a fuzzy robe. You don't have a blanket? A fuzzy robe. It's my notebook. And, I started this in January. I put a little picture of me. I've been doing a lot of journaling. We went to watch the Nutcracker. I self-reflect at the end of the day regardless, but it's better to self-reflect and write it down. As you're writing it, you're like, oh my god, you know what? That actually connects to this other thing. So next is my planner. And honestly, if you have a cute planner, you want to keep it. I've always been a planner girl. It says 2025 in cursive. But I've been keeping track, writing in it every week. The next item was actually another gift. It's my Lululemon water bottle. I've been wanting this, but I never really thought to spend $50 on a water bottle just because that's kind of ridiculous. One of the things is a matcha latte. This is not just a February favorite. This is an all year round favorite. I was one of those people, like I was the person who's like, oh, you just like it because it's aesthetic. You just like it because it's popular. Like, no. Okay, I didn't initially like it. I would take a sip of my friends. I was like, that's gross. Let me take a sip next time. It's like, oh, so gross. So then the next time I'm like, let me take another sip. You know what? This is kind of good. Like, it's just, okay, like I'm defending myself. Like I saw a video and the girls were like, oh, you don't actually like matcha lattes. Like you just want to be aesthetic. And I'm like, you guys are just haters. So yes, those are all my February favorites. Despite the fact that the month was very cold, I still had a good time with these items and products and shows and songs and movies and whatever. So thank you to every item I mentioned in this video. Bye. Oh my god. Ginny and Georgia. Bye.